Mr. Maker! Mr. Maker! Mr. Maker!
Oh, hello there. Great to see you again. I was just about to have a bowl of Mr. Maker Flakes. They're the tastiest, flakiest, tasty flaky flakes around. Yeah, they're very tasty, you know. Very tasty indeed. Oh, this box is difficult to open. Oh, no, well, that's torn it, hasn't it? Oh, that's torn it? Yeah, that's torn it. This gives me a great idea. Try using torn paper to create terrific patterns. Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. Some coloured paper. A glue stick. A rubber duck? No, I don't think so. That would be Quackers. And a silver pen. Whoa! Now, to make your own torn paper pattern, like this one here, you need a big piece of coloured paper. Now, I've got a purple piece here. This is going to be our background. Now we need another piece of paper, a different colour, and we can start tearing all sorts of shapes and sizes. How about a square shape first? And how about another square shape now, but this time with torn strips down the length of it? Almost to the end. It looks a bit like a comb. Now let's get another bit of yellow paper. This one is going to be a spiral. What a great spiral. That's a fantastic shape. Now, let's try another colour. How about, I know, green. Let's tear out a rectangle shape this time. And if we fold this in half, like that, and then tear out a shape from the folded edge, like this, open it up and place it on your paper. Keep going with lots of different pieces of coloured paper. You can make as many tears and shapes as you want to. When you're happy with all your torn pieces, stick them all down with glue. When it's finished, it looks like this. For some more detail, you can draw dots and patterns all over it. This silver pen makes a fantastic effect. Doesn't it look brilliant? And here are some other patterns you can make too. This is made using red, green and yellow paper. And this one is made with yellow, blue and purple paper. Amazing! Clever pictures made by tearing up paper. But now I've got to go back and clear up all those Mr. Maker Flakes that I spilt on the floor earlier. Yes, there'll be no more tearing for me today. Oh no, my trousers. Excuse me. Who's that snoring? Oh, it's the shapes. They're asleep again. Let's wake them up.
The circles are making a picture. What's it going to be? Can you guess? It's a mouse! Well done, Circle! Time to get back on the shelf. What a brilliant puzzle today! Those shapes are so tricky, you know. They're really...
Tocky here. Minute Maid time! Minute Maid time!
Hey, it's Minute Maid time! It's Minute Maid time, and here's what we're going to make today. A pencil bug. Aye, aye, Mr. Bug. Now, to make a pencil bug, you will need 2 long pieces of wool, 4 short pieces of wool, a sharp pencil, plus some googly eyes and some air-drying clay. Now, you can find them in an art and craft shop. I'll be back in a tick. I've got them. Right, here are the googly eyes, and I'm going to leave the air-drying clay in the bag for the minute. Now, do you think it's possible to make this in just 1 minute?
Not a chance.
Oh, let's find out. I'm going to have to be very quick. But don't worry, I'll remind you how to do it at the end. Let's make it in a minute. Stop the clock. Right, let's get 2 lumps of air-drying clay, one slightly bigger than the other. There we go. I'm just going to rip a little bit off the big bit and make a smaller ball in one hand and a smaller ball in the other. Yep, and put those to the side. Now, these are going to be the head and the body. So let's squidge those together like that. There we are. The head goes on top. Now I'm going to give our pencil bug some hair like this. I'm going to push it in with the pencil. There we go. Now, if I turn it over, there's one arm on there, that side. Give him an arm on the other side as quickly as I can. Right, now he needs some legs, doesn't he? He needs some legs, so let's give him 2. There we go. Let's give him some legs there. There's one leg, and there's the other. Right, he's looking good. He's looking good. Let's give him some eyes. Just squidge those in. There's 1 and there's 2. And now we can give him feet with these smaller balls there. There's 1 and there's 2. And then we can just push a pencil in the bottom.
That was close.
That was close. And when your pencil bug is dry and you've got more than a minute, you could paint it a nice bright colour and maybe cover it in gloopy PVA glue to keep everything stuck together. Plus, there are lots of other ideas you could try too. How about a stripy orange and red one? You can even make one with lots of arms.
Ah.
Pencil bugs made in a minute. Why don't you try it? Here's a reminder of how to do it.
Let's go back to the beginning and take another look. Roll 2 large balls and 2 small balls of the clay. Put the large balls together to make a head and a body. Push in the wool with a pencil to make the hair, arms and legs. Stick on your googly eyes. Add the 2 small balls for feet. Now you can stick your pencil bug onto your pencil. Why don't you try making it in a minute?
Hello, Mr. Maker. Guess what we're making today?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'm orange. I am purple. I am red. I am black. I am green. I am white. It's a crown.
Well done, everyone. See you next time. Now it's time to
Frame it! Frame it! Frame it! Now, take a look at this.
It's a brilliant rainbow picture. It was made using chalk pastels and torn paper. It's very easy to do, but makes a picture that looks so good you'll be able to frame it. You will need blue, light green and dark green paper, some colourful chalk pastels, a ruler, a pencil, a rubber and some glue. To make a rainbow picture, start off by drawing a faint pencil line across your page, just below the middle with a ruler. Starting at your pencil line, draw a big curve with a red chalk pastel in the middle of the paper, like this, on top of the pencil line. Now do the same in orange above it. And do it once again with yellow. We are going to keep following this pattern with the colours of the rainbow. That's green, blue, purple and indigo. Use your hand and fingers to smudge the rainbow colours right across the page. It gives a wonderful hazy effect. Now wipe your hands. Then, to make the hills, tear off one corner of the paper, making sure that you leave 2 straight edges. Now you can match up the corner of the torn out piece to the bottom corner of the rainbow picture to make a hill. Now do the same again for the other side with some dark green paper. You can add as many hills as you like and stick them down. Now take a clean rubber and rub out any leftover pencil line. And as a finishing touch, draw flowers on the hills with the chalk pastels. Beautiful!
What a brilliant picture! Why don't you have a go? And then, frame it!
What a lovely rainbow! Now,
take a look at this. It's my magic pencil, and it can draw pictures all on its own. Watch this.
What's my magic pencil up to this time?
Can you guess what it's drawing?
Any ideas? It's a cowboy! Well done, Magic Pencil. Now, how about a story?
This book that I'm reading is brilliant. It's so exciting. Listen to this. It was a cold and stormy night. The wind howled and the rain poured. As old Albert Maker, the famous fisherman, struggled against the high seas in his tiny fishing boat. He'd hit a rock and he was sinking fast. What was he going to do? He couldn't see dry land. Then, out of nowhere, came bursts of light, one after the other. A lighthouse! I'm saved! And by the light of the lighthouse, old Albert Maker made his way safely home. Wow, Albert was really brave. You wouldn't catch me sailing on the high seas. No way. Ooh, this gives me an idea, though. Let's make something.
A fantastic lighthouse made out of an empty crisp tube that can light up your room.
Let's make it. We'll need some things from the doodle drawers. An empty cardboard crisp tube and a clear plastic jar with a lid. Some newspaper and a black pen. Some paint. A piece of cardboard and an empty juice carton. Some glue. And some strips of red card and a torch. Oh! Now, to make your very own lighthouse, like this one here, first make sure that your juice carton is smaller than your piece of cardboard. Let's have a look. Yes, it is. Now we can use Gloopy PVA glue to stick this on. Now that's in position, we can glue on our crisp tube on top of the juice carton. And when you've done that, leave it to dry. Then we scrunch up some newspaper to cover our juice carton and the cardboard, because this is going to be the rocks at the bottom of the lighthouse. Now, the more scrunched up you make it, the better it will look. Glue scrunched up newspaper all over the carton. Now it's dry, we can start painting it. Let's do the crisp tube white. And we can paint the newspaper grey, adding some white and blue paint on top of the grey to make the crashing waves underneath the lighthouse. Now, we need to add some red stripes to our lighthouse, like this. Now we do that by adding our red strips of card. Now put glue on one end of one of the bits of card. And then, if we wrap it around the tube so it overlaps and glue it together like that, we get a stripe. Fantastic! Start off by doing the bottom one, then do a stripe at the top, and then one in the middle. Now it's dry, we can add some windows and a door with a black pen. Now, let's take the lid off our plastic jar, like that. Turn the jar upside down and then glue the lid on top. Let's use a glue stick for this. There we are. Just put that on there. Perfect. And if we put it on top, we've got ourselves a lighthouse. Fantastic! Now, let's light it up by finding a torch that fits inside. This one looks good. If we turn it on and pop it in, we can put that on top. Look, it looks fantastic. Now, let's see if it works. Let's turn down the lights. There, you've got your very own lighthouse to help you see in the dark. Doesn't it look realistic? Ah, I love the smell of the sea, the crashing waves. But then again, maybe I prefer dry land.
Time to go! Time to go!
Oh, that's it for now. My making time's over, but yours is just beginning. See you soon. It's time to put all this stuff back in its box.